Welcome back. So now in this lecture, what we're going to do, we know that in the last section we are know how to read the credential or JWT token from the security context holder. But when someone is login, so at that point of time when login is authenticated, so at that time we have to generate the tokens and you have to set that token in the security context. Then only if someone is calling our APIs, so that token must be validated from the header. Okay, so this is my login method where I have authenticated the user. Now what I have to do, once the user is authenticated, it means now we can generate the token. So what I have to do, first I have to find out the user. So for that, if you see here, I already have written one method over there. Okay, so I simply copy this method because this method is already done, so I'll just reuse that. So what this method will do, it will take the user detail from the DB. Okay, I got the master optional and this is having the user master. Now I will pass this user data to generate the user, right? To handle the exception, I can write here as throw method also here. Okay, and then here I can define var user, right? So what we'll do now, I got the var user. Now in the repository user, not user repository, I have to add JWT repository. So JWT repository, and that repository, in the sense I have to write this service method. Okay, because service is having that method, I'll write over there. So just first I will try to write here dot generate token, and this token I'll simply pass user. So I have to create this method and this will return something in a string, that is JWT token. So let me create this method, and what I'll do here, I have to find out this user data, and this user is having nothing but the username and some expiry date I will set. Okay, so let me start with. So this will generate me the token based on the user, and I'm creating this map just to keep the all the claims. Okay, so no need to worry in that. Okay, so what I'll do now, I have to create this method again, right? So this is taking hash map and user. So what I'll do now in this, I simply find out all these claims. So what I do, I have to just change this. This is not user detail, this is simply user, and get username current, and this is the one class. I have to import this, and I have to use the signing key. The signing key I have written here, get signing key. Some signature is getting changed, no. So get signing key, I have to make this static. Okay, so I will remove this with this, and you have to cast parameter, right? So I have to check this, what should it be. So at this hash map, basically this should be a string and object, comma object, and same I'll copy here and give it the type. And get signing escape is a private key. So non-static method cannot be referenced from a static context, so make JWT as a signing key as a static method. Okay, so now I have to return this in a static string. So I was returning a map, so I will change this. So this issue is now resolved. So then one error was coming. So this is all the code. So this is available. This, I mean, expiry token that I have set right now is 24 hours. Okay. So expiry is 24 hours, issued at today time, current time, and the subject I am setting this username. So this is going to return one token. So now I'll go to the auth controller, now user service. So I have get this token. What I have to do, I'm going to log a response context. Before that, I have to return this response as a token. So that user can use this token to send in the other header. So I'll simply remove this and I'll put there this token. Okay, and I have to set in the security context holder. So to run this completely, I have to add something in the security config. So this is the code that I have added. So what I'm doing here, I'm just letting the Spring Security know that the session policy will be stateless, because normally you know that each request having their own token and no token is related to the previous or next request, right? So this is stateless. I mean, it doesn't store the state in any kind of session. So every time there will be a brand new request, and this is the filter that I have already created for the JWT authentication filter. So if any filter is coming, so in the header just check that, and before this username password authentication filter, because I am not looking for any username or password to authenticate the user. I am completely relying on this filter. So I have added this, add this before this one. Alright, so we are almost done, and some changes I have made, like I have added this required argument constructor in this. If you just see if anything mismatch, and then I have added this part of code, this 3 lines code. And in the security config, what now? Is there any issue in that? So just check if any problem in that. So this is I think this is just due to depreciated method. So what you can do, this is not going to harm you, but it's fine. I mean, if you're having. So in the next session, what we will do, we will learn this and let's see how this is behaving. It may throw some error, but we're gonna fix that. Okay. So let's see you in the next lecture. Until then.